everyone, it's the History Nerd, and we're back with another episode of Civilization V France. Now, before I get the gameplay started, I do just want to say that my thoughts are with everyone in Boston today, after the horrible, Boston Marathon, bomb attack. Yeah, I don't know what to say, except, you know, I honestly, I'm at a loss for words. It's an incredible event that happened today, and yeah, my thoughts are with everyone in Boston, and what's going on right now has got to be one of the most traumatic experiences any person can ever have to go through. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say, but that. And, yeah, on that somber note, let's beat up the Americans! Yay! So, the general consensus is, take Washington. And I do tend to agree. The Swedes are moving in some naval forces, so let's get ourselves in a position so we can actually take them.
I trust you are a friend to liberty.
Well, I'm a fan of liberty. Not really a fan of you.
You have mistaken our love for peace for weakness. You shall regret this.
I don't think so. 1, 2, you haven't been peaceful this game, Washington. I don't know what game of Civ you've been a part of, but it certainly hasn't been this one. So, really, you deserve this. And there we go. And you see, yeah, it looks like the Swedes were moving in some infantry there as well. So we'll go ahead and take that 252 gold we plundered, or pillaged, and annex that city. Now we should make a move for Boston. How doubtful. Alright, get the artillery on the go. We can even move you up there. Get you nice and close. That's what I'm talking about. And as always in a conquered city, we're gonna build a monument to celebrate France's victory. Alright, well, with that turn underway, well, let's get a drop down on our science and hit next turn. And we've got a worker fellow here who can just chill with the cows. Alright, so we can see the Swedes are maneuvering around. No doubt wondering what they're going to go after now that I've snuck in and ninja'd Washington. Suck it, Sweden. You're too big anyway. My primary focus now is going to be not letting Sweden get a foothold on the continent. That's basically all I care about. And yeah, we'll just let you rest there. And we've got a spare worker. I don't think there's anything to do around Washington. The Americans have done a pretty good job of taking care of that city, so we can just put them to sleep. And I don't want to get the artillery too close to Boston. I think a move of 2 will get it. Oh, well. 1, 2, 3. Even a move of 1 will. 1, 2, 3. So that's actually putting them in range. Okay. We can move our scouting party. And continue to explore the northern expanse of Sweden. Although that looks to be more Japanese Sweden than just northern Sweden. What with all the Japanese and Native American names going on up there, that's definitely conquered territory. And we'll hit that next turn button. Also, I do have a confession to make. In the comments, in the last video, no. We're certainly not going to assist you in attacking Gandhi. Yeah, IL says you were wondering if I'm learning French. I am not learning French. And then I believe it was Adam who came back and said he's Canadian, he should know French. And I agree with that statement. I am Canadian, I should know French. But I don't. So, yeah. I blame that on being Albertan. We are a little bit ignorant out here. And so I don't speak much French. Basically, what you heard at the intro was the extent of it. So yes, any French Canadians out there watching who think that I should know French, I absolutely 100% agree with you. I should, but I don't. So I hope that doesn't, you know, lower my opinion of you, or lower your opinion of me. That's the way I'm looking for that to work. But I do realize that by admitting that, I've probably lost a lot of Canadian cred. So, sorry Canada, let you down. And an artillery piece. So, basically we want to secure Boston and Philadelphia over here, who hopefully won't shoot my fishermen. Don't hit me, we're peaceful. And other things that are going on. I always dread recording Civ games when I get to the later stages because the turns take forever, and I really don't have anything prepared to talk about, so I've got to figure out something to talk about to kill the time, basically. So, let's see. The channel! I can talk about the channel! Let's do that! So I got all excited and followed up with an good work. Yes, that would be an attack across a river. Oh, let's just throw our bodies at that Bostonian city. I am going to be changing up the schedule I do videos just a little bit while I get used to having the channel and doing all this improv stuff that I'm doing. So, basically, Civ videos will still be done on a Monday. Tuesdays for the next little while are out. So I'm looking at Wednesdays / Thursdays. Midweek, I'm going to be starting a new series with the Victoria 2 expansion that's coming out. Let's see, Perry, we can just have you do research, I think. Yeah, research. We need it. I'm going to be, a new Victoria 2 campaign with the expansion coming out. I definitely want to do a video series on that, so I will be doing a series on Spain and having an attempt to keep it a great power from, the start of the game to the end. So we'll see if I'm able to pull that off. I'm doing a test game in A House Divided right now, and it's going fairly well. I'm actually kind of surprised at how, with proper management, Spain can do all right in the time period. So we'll see how the expansion handles that. And then Fridays, I will be doing... there we go. Hit the heels. And we are going to get this cavalry unit down to support the massive invasion army that I have to build to go after Sweden. They're way too big. Is really what it is. So, utilizing their rail network, I'm seeing just how massive they are and how much of a pain this is going to be. However, if I take Philadelphia, when I take Philadelphia, I am going to be as close as I possibly can to the Swedish heartland, which is important. So, the strategy on Sweden is going to be twofold. One, I'm going to do as much damage as I possibly can to their infrastructure around their three main cities here. Two, I'm going to see if I'll be able to liberate possibly the Native Americans, maybe the Japanese, or probably the best bet would be the Germans. So I'll need two armies, one to go off and liberate the German sector, the other to just wreck Swedish shit in the middle there. But yeah, that's going to be some serious warmongering we're going to have to get prepared for. And a monument. Très bien. Okay, next turn. And then, finally, getting back to my previous train of thought on the channel, I will be going back to Total War once I can get the stupid audio issues figured out. This has proven to be more of a pain in the ass than I thought it would be. Basically, I'm not all that well versed in doing audio things. I thought I could just... You bet! I always just... Oh, you are gonna be kissing my ass soon there, Bismarck. Trust me. I always figured you could just do it with sliders, but that's not really working. So I've got to balance, I think, 3 different sets of sliders in 3 different programs. Video editing software, my microphone levels, just the Windows volume in general, and then the actual in-game volume, which is incredibly loud. I don't know what they were thinking when they made Medieval 2, but they were just like, let's crank the sound to 11, and that's great when you're playing, because it's not so great when you're not playing. Anyway, that's enough rambling about other video series. And we can see already my frame rate is stuttering, out of control. I have yet to get another hard drive to record to, so I am still recording off the same hard drive I'm playing on, which, as anyone who does Let's Plays or any sort of use of fraps will tell you, is just flat out dumb. So basically I'm being an idiot. But hey, what's... nothing new about that. Let's see, what do we want to slap down in Lyon? I think we're going to slap down another frigate. Because we need the navies. And go, actually, this direction. We might be able to get your help in conquering Philadelphia. Basically, I'm just waiting for the artillery unit from Orleans to come down, and then that should be enough to take Philly, no problem. So yeah, so that is the plan for the game, and the plan for the channel, all in one long rant. Yay! 2 birds, 1 stone. Done! You bet. Thank you. Who is that? Oh, rebels with Gatling guns. I like how they're in gray. It's... well, not gray, but... you know, that brownish butternut gray that the Confederates wound up using at the end there. It's nice. It's a nice little detail. Barrage. And volley. Okay, considering I'm sitting in single-digit frame rates, I am going to stop recording briefly while I move my unit. Alright, so basically I slapped down a market in New York, another infantry unit in Orleans, because we are going to need a massive amount of meat shields when we invade Sweden, and I moved my frigate closer to Philly. I actually physically pointed at the half frigate on the screen. Don't know why I did that. It's not like you can see what I'm pointing at, so yeah, it's where I'm at today. Oh, come on. We can do this, computer! Yeah, this is just a painful wait, is what this is. I mean, I even cleaned off a lot of my hard drive, so there's like 400 gigs worth of room for you to write to. I don't think that matters right now. At this point of the game, with me exploring Sweden, the game's just got touch map and photo process for to record to, that's sad. I'm definitely gonna need to get a hard drive this weekend, or this week, some point. Some point I'm gonna need to do that. Oh!
I'm sorry.
But no, we're gonna have to conquer you. I need Philly. It's kind of integral to my invasion plans. So, you know what, Washington? This is what you get for being a dick. Plain and simple. You could have lived with the Mongolians. You didn't have to attack me in the Stone Age. I'm really almost glad that in the world, you know, nation states don't hold grudges like you do in a Civ game. I mean, could you imagine, like, just built into the national mindset of a people from the Stone Age to today, that, like, no, you attacked us, what are we at, 1943? You attacked us 5,000 years ago. We don't trust you. You're a jerk. This is craziness. Alright. Now, unfortunately, I have my record button mapped to the number pad 9. I didn't think about that when I decided to stop recording to move the artillery piece. Because apparently the number pad moves your units. That's like a holdover from old Civ days. So now it's going to take it a little extra longer for the artillery to get to where it needs to be. That's just poor planning. And I'm going to leave a couple infantry units just kicking around back on the home base. Sort of a National Guard type thing. Are you actually... Darn it. Okay. Well, we'll leave you off the coast. Just waiting. And now... Can I actually open this without... Yeah, the frame rate isn't gonna... I spoke too soon. Alright. So, basically, here's the lowdown. I know the Swedes have machine guns in their cities, which is concerning, because that means that they are well ahead of me in the modern era. It also means that they've got flight, which means I need to catch up quick. If I'm going to be anywhere near able to attack them. So, flight. We need a French Air Force. And we got our seaport done. So how about a stock exchange? For some more money. That sounds good. Whoa! Back the train up. We hit on happiness. Probably all the conquered cities I've got. In fact... Nope, they're still in resistance. For 3 more freaking turns? Whew. But I can do this. And that changes everything. In fact, there's one more thing that I should be doing with my 2 workers that are just kind of kicking around saying, hey, we're not doing anything. We'll build a road to Boston. And cavalry can just wait for the inevitable orders to get on ships. Alright, next turn. Oh, yeah, so they're basically a full age ahead of me. Yep. Alright, we gotta get some diplomatic actions going on here. Make sure I've got all the... I don't care about purchasing a unit with faith. All the necessary alliances in place. Discuss. Joint declaration of friendship? That's what I thought. And how's about a defensive pact? Because that should throw a kink into Sweden's plan of invading India. Or not. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, absolutely. You bet. How about a defensive pact? Awesome. And then Dido.
Dumb.
How about a defensive pact?
Liberta?
Awesome. Okay, so we've got a nice network of alliances. I'm pretty sure I've got one with Genghis Khan as well. Let's just include him in it. In fact, you know what? We'll even open our borders to you. Look at that, Genghis. Alright, is there anybody else we can throw into our little club? Not really. That's pretty much everybody against Sweden. That's how it's gonna have to be. And we'll slap down a trade post. And we'll keep sending you there. And we'll send you down that way. There we go. So yeah, not much of a National Guard. just enough to hopefully slow down any sort of invasion force a turn or two while I can... What? What did you do, Genghis? Oh, Dido declared war on Genghis Khan? What? Man, the geopolitical situation just went crazy. Okay. Okay. And Florence decided to declare war on Dido. Sure, why not? Okay. Okay. Research agreement. Oh, because I wound up going to war with Dido when she declared war on Mongolia. Well, that's her stupid fault, isn't it? In fact, does she even have any units anywhere near Mongolia? I don't think so. She's got a lot of land near Sweden, though. So, perhaps we'll shift focus. Yeah. And head that way. Shoot. Got most of my army headed the wrong direction. Okay, head back this way, guys. You guys are going the right way. Screw the National Guard. In fact, you get in there and upgrade yourself. I got any other infantry units just kind of kicking around, being like, "Hey, we could use an upgrade." Okay, we'll get them down there. Take Philly. Prepare for an invasion to Carthage. And even if I'm able to scrape up every single point that Carthage has, I still won't be near Sweden's level of awesomeness. Yes, this continent's getting along together now that we've gotten rid of the Americans. Genghis Khan has declared war on Washington. Gandhi declared war on Washington. That's fine. I'm the closest there is. That's just a show of support from my allies. Perhaps a bit too early to send my fleet there. We will back that off. Gotta get the people there first. And we'll get... Come on. Sort yourself out, machine. There we go, we're up to 12, that's something. And we'll upgrade you. And... give me them. We'll just let you wait. Okay, next turn. Now, I was really hoping to take care of the Americans in this episode. But it's really proving to be just a painful slog to get there. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. We'll ride it out, I guess. We're up to 60 now, so that's good. Alright. Keep you moving that direction. As usual, it's just Fraps forcing me to be a pacifist. It's like, look, you're gonna move armies around. Don't. Which is pretty rude of Fraps, if you ask me. And New York, what can you do? Considering we're gonna be attacking out west, we should get you set to build up things like military units, although perhaps Washington would be a better bet for that. I mean, frankly, probably both would be the better bet for that. There we go. I guess you can't move, you just got upgraded. Alright. No. No interest. It's interesting that Sweden's coming to me looking for an ally, though. I don't understand that. They don't need an ally. They're really in a position where they can just do whatever the hell they want. Alright, we can just leave all these military units just kind of kicking around there. Oh. You want to sail into my ports, do ya? That's what you get for attacking my dear... I mean, friend's kinda not the right term for Genghis. He's really more of a dependent. And we got some naval reinforcements. Let's go ahead and start the bombing of Philly. Or the bombardment of Philly would be the right words. Okay, so we got our monument done in Washington. So how about barracks? Yeah, that's a good idea. And how about another frigate from you, my friend? We'll get 3 in that region, I think would be good. Can we flee the scene? I'm really going to need to get ports in Washington and New York as well. Get some fleets churning out there. Right, that's entirely where I told you to go. Just sleep. Oh, that's sad. That's so very sad. Yeah, shouldn't have moved my lancers up that early. That's for sure. What we got? Oh yeah. Go and help out the Mongolians. Both of you. Bet you weren't expecting this, Dido. You were just like America, taking a look at Mongolia and thinking, holy crap, how can these guys still be around? They've got to be easy to take. They're not. They've got a guardian angel called France. I really didn't need to set up the artillery that close, but hey. And look at that power. And we really need to... Well, I guess you're healing, so that's okay. There we go. And send you out west. Yeah, that's critical. And I should really link myself into the Mongolian transportation system. And then link that into Washington. Isn't it? It's kind of already there. Although we got the road leading to that mountain, which is really kind of useless. Whatevs. That's something to not worry about while we're at war with 2 different nations. Some more foreign legions. Let's just infantry spam. It's okay, Lancers, you're taking the brunt for good. We'll get the rest of the French Navy in, we'll get the artillery raining hellfire down on you guys. You're Swedish, you're not at war. Well, not at war with us. Just kind of try and set up a picket around the port to make sure. Holy crapola! Look at all the gold Stockholm has. Man, forget Stockholm is going to become a French city. Look at all that wealth. Whew. No wonder they're doing so well. Yeah! Okay, and for fear of losing that Lancer, we'll retreat him all the way back that way. Wow, you're gonna have to make peace with Genghis Khan as well. Okay. I don't even need to hear your reply. That's fine. Again, the barbarians in this game. First there was Gatling gunners, and now there's... oh, what are they called? Axe-wielding barbarians! I don't know if I needed to add the axe-wielding bit, but it added to it, I think. Really stressed how, that is New York. New York should build a seaport then, right? Production from gold, 15% when producing naval units. Yes, New York needs a seaport. In fact, screw this. What am I doing? Oh, that's not a lot of money. But there we go. We can get a seaport in there, and we can get, I think it's just a... Well, we won't worry about... yeah, we won't worry about... Well, no, the harbor would be good for Washington, especially with the pearls. Okay, we're gonna go like this. We're gonna go harbor, and then show my queue, add to queue, toss in the workboat, so I can get the pearls. Because that'll be money for the war that I'm gonna be fighting. In the meantime, in between time, some more frigates. And let's take Philly.
The day is yours. I hope you will be merciful in your triumph.
Well, considering how much of a dick you've been, probably not. Thank you. Still gonna keep Philly because... yeah, we could probably use it. Although my base of operations for an invasion into Sweden is likely gonna come from Carthage, if I get that far. Slowly running out of time. Monument. Alright, and on that note, with our building up of a... let me see if I can figure this out. In the building up to our first intercontinental war, we're going to have a push into Carthage, which I have no clue of anything about them. That's the scary thing. I've got good recon on Sweden. That's proving to be 100% useless. So, yeah. On the flip side, is that even on the flip side? On another thing, or another point to make, they're around the same level as us, so it shouldn't be that difficult to conquer the crap out of Carthage. They're nice and big, so we're gonna hit happiness problems. But that's nothing new to me. I'm used to happiness problems. So once we absorb enough of Carthage, then, and in fact, you know, I might take from Hippo Regius to Carthagio Nova west. So I've got the border with Sweden, but I shouldn't need to take whatever Carthage has here. It might be a lot, it might be nothing, I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get there. I've got 31 oil, I don't need another 7, especially since I'm going to get 4 there, and there's probably some more kicking around in there. We got lots of coal, we got some more oil up in the north there. Shouldn't be bad. Anyway, that is the running plan, so thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching.